Shalom. And let's start out by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutations to the fillet that's pushing the truth across the four corners of true charity. Alright, this is the brother I'm Abide from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama GMS. Real quick, sit down, just getting into just going to about just how about so-called white man Esau Edomite. The things that he has sold onto the earth, the things that he sold did, all the rape robbing, lies and deception, all this gonna come back onto him, you know. Uh, you don't get away scot-free for all the wickedness and lies and deception, the rape, robbery, murder you had done, especially to the so-called Negro, Latino, Natives, Israelites, the Lord's chosen people, all this gonna come right back on you, so these devils and Edomites that's getting away with killing Jake in the streets, or all the things they did, all these wicked devils the Edomites did in their past life to the so-called Negro, Latino, Natives, even in these times, these last days, these devils ain't gonna get away. They're gonna see their destruction, and they're gonna see their destruction when the Lord Yahweh Shai returns. When the Lord Yahweh come back in the so-called UFOs, and they're gonna see their judgment come upon them. But I'm getting to it. Psalm 7:15. Psalm 7:15. He made a pit and did it, and is falling into the ditch which he made. So yeah, he made a pit and he did it, and is falling into the ditch which he made. So the things that these so-called white men Esau Edomites do, setting up traps for Jake, or their laws they come up with, or whatever it may be, they set up, they're gonna fall right into their ditch, they're gonna fall right into it, man. Like I said, you're not gonna get away, because Lord Yahweh trying to see everything, you do your wickedness, your lies and deception. You trying to get at you try to get at the so-called Negro, Latino, Natives, set them up in, with these laws and legislations, you trying to trap them up, in this kingdom, in your kingdom, but eventually all the wickedness you done, and the hate that you had towards the so-called Negro, Latino, Natives, Israelites, all this gonna come back on you. You will not escape for all the things that you sold. You sold evil and wickedness and deception and all that. It's gonna come right back onto you. Gonna be exposed. Like these devils, these Edomites being exposed for what they are right now. They're being revealed. Who they really is. All the lies. Nobody really buying into it. They bullshit no more. Especially so-called Negro, Latino, Natives. They're not buying to the bullshit. It's gonna be an uprising amongst these Edomites. Because the Lord Yahushua, he's gonna rouse up Jake more and more. And the Lord gonna rise that spirit up in the so-called Negro, Latino, Natives, especially starting with Judah, Negroes, and then eventually, it's gonna trickle down to the northern kingdom, Ephraim, so-called Puerto Ricans, and on down, Gad, Reuben, so forth, so-called natives, and so-called Seminole Indians, on down to the rest of the tribes, Issachar, so-called Mexicans, and all the tribes, man. So, the 12, is gonna, Lord's gonna rise them up, raise them up. But the Lord right now, he's dealing with the elect of Israel, as far as like, with this knowledge, understanding that, what's really is all about, and the Lord, the Lord Yahweh is gonna make sure his man protected in these times to come. Lord gonna make miraculous miracles happen to where, it's gonna be, amazing. Can't really put in words I want to say, but Lord's gonna make miracles and things happen for his elect men. Just gotta keep the faith and keep fighting. No matter what. But next verse, Psalm 70:16. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate, on his own pate. So I say all his mischief, all his, like I say, his deception, lies, and all that he have set up, and you know, all his violent dealing, say rape, rob, and taking was really not his. You know, not really having nothing of his own. Cause these Edomites, so-called white people, red people, really, they don't they don't benefit the earth, man. They are a council of the earth, man. They don't have nothing that they are not life. They are death. They put out death and wickedness, and you know they don't abide in the truth of the Lord. You know, there's no truth in the so-called white man. Esau, Edom. They don't have no life in them, no truth. All it is about death and lies. You know, it's what they are known for. You know, but eventually, for all what they done, it's gonna come back onto them, man. You know, and that's gonna be white, and that's gonna come back to them by the way of the thermonuclear missiles. You know, and when the Lord Yahweh Shai returns, you know, they ain't gonna get away. But from there, I'm going to Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever man sow, that shall he also reap. So be not deceived, you know, your Lord Yahweh Shai is not mocked, man. So these Edomites, so-called white man, they sow wickedness in the earth and deception. You know, you're gonna reap it back onto you, violence. That violence gonna come right back on towards you. Think, like I say, man, you know, the scriptures say, you know, like I say, Lord gonna raise up so-called Negro Latino natives, rouse them up, you know, get them riled up, you know, so Negro Latino natives gonna push back, man. So that violence you push, you can keep on pushing, you know, push right back onto you. And but eventually, I said the violence that you bomb the bombing the earth with your bombs and your with your military might, you know, that's gonna come back when Lord Yahweh Shai returns with the chariots and angels, you know. And then, like I said, ultimately, the thermonuclear missile that the Lord has in store, you know, that's gonna be shot towards here to America to wipe out your precious, you know, America that you Edomites, cherish, you know, because this is what really is the place where, like I said, all the different countries and stuff like that come to learn, you know, the way of the so-called white man Esau, Edomites of America, you know, whatever, you know. Ain't no other place you really say, okay, I want to go to Britain or, you know, those are Edomites as well, or Russia. Those are Edomites, but they're not countries where you will gravitate to learn or want to live or whatever it may be. America is the place that that glamour and, like, you know, they put out the deception, but like once you get here, it's a bunch of shit. You know, it's a bunch of, you know, got to deal with these devils that with they, you know, lies that they, you know, they'll promise you this, but then give you another, tell you something else. You know, they'll promise you this and then say, oh, look, nah, this is really what it is, you know. So this place is a bunch of shit. America, these devils, so-called white man, Edomites, you know, this land America, you know, they you know, call America really, you know, before it was called America, the natives was here. But this land America, Babylon the Great, you know, these devils, man, you know, they just set up, this place is set up for nothing but for you just be a slave and work your ass off, and you know, and try to make it to the top, and try to, even when you try to make it to the top, these devils trying to find a way to bring you back down, you know. But I'm going to Isaiah 3:11. Woe unto the wicked. The wicked is so-called white man, Esau, Edomites. Woe means destruction. Woe means destruction. It shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him. So yeah. And what's the reward? You know, the so-called when the thermonuclear missiles, like say, you know, these different countries and stuff like that, Russia and China, whatever, making these nuclear bombs. You know, all the wars that these Edomites, so-called white people, Esau, Edomites, have put out throughout the earth. You know, trying to force they ways and political ways, whatever it may be, and laws upon these other nations. You know, when I took what's not yours. You know, the reward of all the violence all the things that you done is gonna come back on you, by way, let's say by way of the thermonuclear missiles. When the Lord Yahushua returns to wipe you devils out out the map, man, America off the face of the earth, So your reward is coming onto you. You're not gonna get away. You Edomites, you so-called white people, red people, rednecks. You're not gonna get away. So with that, I didn't want to make this too long. So again, I like to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the Sisakian brothers, to the few Aqua sisters, to the few Aqua sisters that do listen, keep the faith in Yahushua, keep fighting with that. Say shalom.